Johnson.
I'm Miranda May.
I'm Mallory James Mahoney from Bunk'd.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
So tonight's reaction video was a bit delayed, considering like when I finally woke up, it was like, damn, that was quick. Mariah Eman from Villains of Valley View, which we're gonna get to a little later. I liked my Instagram post, and she has yet to follow both my TikToks and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which I will address in the Villains of Valley View Ultraviolet Black Scorpion reaction video a little later, but. It was a double Evernham night. It was basically an Evernham themed night for Disney Channel Night in America. It would have been nice to watch it in real time and live tweet it, which would have been more of a banger. But what I was going to say was, before Mariah blew that shit up, and Zelia Ankrum followed me on Twitter too, which I'm going to address in a later video. I woke up like really close to showtime, so I didn't have my energy underneath me, so I recorded it to watch a little later once I was finally wide awake and shit, and it was a good game plan. Maybe next week, when Ultraviolet airs their Johnny Benson installment, which is the last episode for the summer, maybe we'll start looking into that, so we can stay out longer on Fridays, and then we'll just watch the late airing, on close to, past dark, past our little 2022 curfew of 9 o'clock, which last year was 8:30. So, the trend pattern that keeps developing. Maybe next year for summer 2023, I'll bump up to 9:30. We'll see. But anyway, let's talk about what was the first Evernham themed Disney Channel, show episode count wise, the Casey Atwood installment of Bunk'd, as Omar Ponce is, the cast of Villains of Valley View blowing up my Twitter as of now, and a little bit of my Instagram with some of the Ultraviolet cast, even though this is a Bunk'd video. But let's get to the Casey Atwood installment of Bunk'd. So, where do we begin? Luke Busey, one hell of a funny ass kid, that triangle dinner bell, turned him in, I know he's like a preteen in real life, like his character on the show, but if you rung that bell, it turned him into four-year-old. And Lou had to pretend to be his aunt to get him back under control, which she finally did after all that work. And then it sucks that the campers at the very end didn't get to eat anything, because Parker, unaware of that situation, because he was handling some shit of his own, and Lou tried to warn him like Ward Burton, but it was too fucking late. And then he rung the bell. I did, turned him back into a 4-year-old again, and made him spill the dinner everywhere. But I feel bad for the campers that were getting ready to tear that shit up like Terry Labonte and eat it all. But oh well, shit happens. I mean, you win some, you lose some. You can't always get what you want. I mean, even in shows that really showcase that, you can't always get what you want. But yeah, well, okay, that was I think there were so many different plots going around. So, oh yeah, the prank war. Okay, that was the Lou and Jake part. So the prank war between this new character Sam, as well as Parker and Bill. So was it Parker? I mean, Winnie was in 2 of the 3 plots. So therefore, let's start with the one that involved mainly Parker, Bill, and Sam. So there was prank wars going on, some prank tutorials or some shit like that was happening. And the mashed potato s'mores one, I don't know why Sam backed out of it, because it would have been fucking spectacular, and she chickened out. I mean, why? I mean, along with the fact that, Sam went a little too far with the balloons. It's like, what the fuck is this? Up? I know it's a Disney connection, but at least in Up it was safe at the house. Here in Bunk'd, it was a little too fucking dangerous. But yeah, I mean, the prank wars, prank tutorials, prank, lessons, and I don't really know how to describe it. It was just like prank themed, and the fact that, they were trying to, at least, Sam made a couple friends out of it, and Winnie, because, he and Winnie took off running, she and Winnie took off. Why do I keep calling Sam a he? God damn. But, she made a lot of good friends. She made a lot of friends, especially Winnie, after they went running off, to make some, regular s'mores after, the whole dinner was fucked up by Parker not knowing what was going on with, Lou and Jake, but, it was basically, pranking lessons, pranking tutorials, pranking advice. I mean, I'm glad they got that all worked out. But okay, here's the part where I can describe better. So, trying to make Winnie happy, which was Noah and Destiny. So Noah and Destiny were trying to make, Winnie happy with some musical instrument. I mean, she did admit she played the guitar, but she left it at home, from, events before season 6, they tried to make her happy, and apparently it wasn't working out, and they weren't honest from the beginning, which has been the theme so far this season on Bunk'd. It's just been the theme, and Destiny and Noah try to make it look like a bunch of creatures came in, through the window and fucked up the drums like Fabrizio Alberto. But then in the end, they came through and told the truth, saying, we're the ones who destroyed it because we felt bad. And so, everybody, so let me see who was there. Parker, Bill, and Sam worked out the problem. And Winnie worked out the problem with them, as well as Destiny and Noah. But, Lou and Jake's problem would have been resolved if Parker didn't fuck that up at the very end. But I bet all the people, the honchos at Bunk'd and, Disney Channel out of the whole kind of stage that shit. That's what TV is all about. But Bunk'd is usually not much to talk about anyway, because they go they're a 30-minute fast-paced show. This is what gives us less to talk about. But there's going to be a lot to talk about when we react to the Bill Elliott installment of Villains of Valley View and Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion. So stay tuned in a little bit for that reaction video. Well, I will address about some social media connection with Mariah, maybe Caden, Brian, and a few others. So catch you on a little bit. Oh yeah, Zelia Ankrum too. I couldn't think about it at the top of my head. Like, what the fuck was I thinking?